Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this short video I'm just going to give my thoughts on what's currently happening over at Wonderland Time. Now if you don't know, there's been a revelation earlier today that Sifu, the owner of the treasury over at TIME Wonderland, has been reported to have been a convicted felon for crimes involving fraud and running off with people's money. How true this is, I don't know. I can only go off what's been said on various channels, YouTube videos, what Daniel has said himself on Twitter. Now if we jump over to Twitter here, we can see Daniel's announcement 7 hours ago when he talks about allegations about our team member Sifu will circulate. He wants to let everyone know that he was aware of this and decided that the past of an individual doesn't determine their future. And I wholeheartedly agree. It doesn't. The past of somebody doesn't determine their future. Daniel chose to value the time he spent together without knowing his past more than anything. So, I agree that we should give people second chances. Whatever they've done, they deserve a second chance. And if Daniel wants to put somebody who's been a convicted felon in charge of the treasury of a company that's solely his money, then that's fine. But we're not talking about just Danielle's money. We're talking about my money and your money and everybody else's money. So that decision should be left to us to decide as well, whether we want somebody who's been accused or convicted of fraud and theft to be in charge of our money. Now Danielle has also made a statement, an official statement 2 hours ago today, when he announces Dave Frogs and crypto community he'd like to issue a statement due to the occurrence of the last 24 hours. To summarise what has happened, word came out that Sifu who has been running Wonderland Treasury, previously was a co-founder of Quadriga CX and has had other occurrences in the past. I found out about this 1 month ago and I'm of the opinion of giving second chances. And like I say, that's fine, and I would also give somebody a second chance. But if I want to put someone in charge of my own money and give them a second chance, that's fine. But when we're talking about millions and millions of dollars worth of other people's money, then those people should also be involved in that decision making. So like I say, I invested probably £600 into Wonderland back in November, and since then I've seen that money decrease to what it currently stands at, which is about £80. But obviously the number of stakes MEMO I've got has been increasing because the rebases give you more tokens. And I've always said it's about the tokens, it's about how many tokens you've got, because once the price kind of starts to recover, you're going to have more money. But it doesn't look like things are going to recover right now. They're swapping out all the tokens, they're getting rid of WMemo by the looks of it and moving into a different project, and all these things going on, which is just messing about with people's investments and costing people a lot of money. Now I've gone onto the Wonderland app just now to look at perhaps taking out my £80 stake and just moving it into something else, maybe just converting it back to Avalanche and then just seeing what happens there. Avalanche is like most cryptocurrencies has been on the decline, so if I leave it in there and the price of Avalanche goes up, then I might claw back some of that £600 I invested. Now £600 isn't a great deal of money. I mean, it is, don't get me wrong, it's not like I can afford to throw away £600, but it's not like some people have put $10,000, $50,000, $100,000. Some people have remortgaged to put into these projects, and I would never ever advise that you do that. But people have, and people have seen the opportunity to make a quick profit in something that's offering massive APYs. Now these APYs are never sustainable, but I think with these projects, and especially with YouTube videos, when these projects are first released, people are putting money in and they're making massive returns within days, weeks, months, and then other people see it and they jump in on it and they expect to make get those same rewards, and it just doesn't happen, and people are losing a lot of money. And this has obviously been the case here. Now I don't think that Wonderland Time was ever designed to be a rug pull. I think just a lot of bad decisions from the the owners and the developers have just cost this project so much that, you know, they've just made terrible decisions that's forced people to kind of withdraw the money and see things decline. And it's just been a shit show, if you pardon my French, from the start. Really, it's just not been handled very well. So if you've invested into this project, then, you know, I'm really sorry if you've lost a lot of money. You know, it's been hard on everybody. Will it recover? I don't know, but at the moment I've got £80 in there. Is it worth withdrawing? Probably, because it doesn't look like things are going to turn around. I might as well take that 80 quid and put it somewhere else, and then just forget about Wonderland Time. Now, off the back of this is obviously the new project Diamondbank DAO, which was a fork of this and the Olympus DAO. And it makes me wonder what's going to happen there. Like I say, you know, these projects from the start are always really good to get into, and the guys over at Diamondbank do seem like they know what they're doing. They do seem like they have the best interests of the investors at heart. So time will tell. I mean, I do plan on putting some money into that. I'm not suggesting that you should put money into that. Like always on this channel, I'll only put money into projects that I personally believe in, and I'll only ever do videos and make content about projects that I personally believe in. If you want to invest into Diamondbank, that's entirely up to you, but I will be doing. But you know, it does make me dubious about all of these projects going forward. And like I say, these types of investments are only ever a small percentage of my portfolio. I'll always put the majority of my money into things that are much more stable, like, you know, EFTs and more stable coins, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, things like that. And even those, you know, we've seen those decline over the last few weeks and months. So, you know, even those are not certainties, but the majority of my money will be in funds and stocks that are generally stable. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on Wonderland Time. Like I say, again, apologies if you've lost money in this. I can feel for you, and hopefully we can all kind of recover, get ourselves back on our feet and get involved in something much more profitable. Take care.